Hi buddy, welcome back. Sky Factory 3, episode 69 with me, Sid. And good news and bad news. First thing, good news. The bat dragon hatched and it's fully grown. I've tamed it. It's an ether dragon. It wasn't a nether dragon, it was an ether dragon. So we got the dragon we wanted. Yay! Bad news. When I signed in, if I look at my things, the lag on this thing was atrocious. The level of laggage can only be described as absolutely unusable. It was taking me upwards of 30 seconds to eat. And if you look at my TPS, Dimension 0 had a mean tick time of 385 milliseconds per tick, which gave it a mean ticks per second of 2.5. Now that should be 20. So I went through thinking what we'd done, and I pendulumed the dragon, because that was one thing that was new. The other thing that was new was this thing. This thing has completely drained our storage in the actual storage cells in this dimension. Now if we taking it apart, if we just jump down quickly to here, we should see that this is now, I've turned this on. I basically said no, go for it, just do your thing, ignore what this thing says, get on. We've now got that one is full, that one is filling, and then these two have got to go. So we're filling from the solars in the end at the moment, but it's not ideal. So what we're going to do, I think, well, there's no think about it, we are having to rip this out. We're going to have to go back to a reasonable sized array, and yeah, you know, stop being greedy, I suppose. I did actually, I'd forgotten, oh hang on, let me pop down here. I'd also forgotten that down here we've got all of these crafters doing various things, so we could distribute some of the load out to these, which might be more effective. So this was not my plan for this episode, but I'm not going to let this thing, I'm going to quickly revert this. There is obviously an issue that these things have got things in, so I'm going to try and build I'm trying to think what we had before. I think it was something like a 2x, it wasn't a lot, it wasn't very big at all. I think it was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we I think it was this actually. I think we had maybe a 4x4 inside it. It certainly wasn't this monstrosity. So let's get this taken apart. Oops, try not to take the tree apart too much. I've done it a little bit by accident, you know, it's always the same. Doing a bit of DIY, you break things. But yeah, I need to just bring this back to the realms of sanity, I think. So I'm going to do that, and I shall be right back with you. I'm also going to put on my bauble so I can suck up those blocks that are on the floor down there. Right, yeah, get this done, back in a mo. Alright, well that was fun. Not, I've kind of gone back to basics here, and I've gone for 2 smaller ones. I have got room, I think, for a third one, but I didn't have enough of the crafting frames. This has got just that many in. This has got a bit of distributed. Yeah, I have no idea whether this is a better way of doing things, but I do know that the way I had was not sufficient for my needs, because you know, you can't have a solution to a problem that actually results in unmanageable lag. That would make no sense whatsoever. So yeah, in terms of a solution, not necessarily the most elegant, but sometimes elegance has to go, and you have to go with something a little bit more industrial, I suppose, for want of a better phrase. Let me grab a few more slabs, because I need to just repair this floor, and I need to illuminate this, and probably stick my have I got, that is a light grey elevator, so if I can go and get another light grey elevator, and we can, let's have a look here. How? Better. Yeah, we're back to where we were. You know, it wouldn't be modded if you didn't break things, and I'm sure we've all done it in various and spectacular ways. Just that I happen to do mine on camera, so you lot get to see my spectacular and epic fails. Which is fine, because I know I'm a derp. I also know I have some lights in here, so if I F7 now and go bonk, bonk, we should be good. Yes. And then turn that back off. Oops. Turn that back off again, and we should be okay. Right. Now we've got that out of the way. My plan this episode was to well, not to put too fine a point on it. Let me just get rid of the fish. I'm going to keep hold of you, because you are things. My plan, not to put too fine a point on it, was to oh wow, look at that, we are actually back up to power. So let me deactivate the reactor, and let me go and set you on to commit. So as long as, if that goes down, that will come on. That's the theory. But we've got all of the power back. I'm guessing that my, oh, where are we? Storage. No. Storage. There we go. I'm guessing that my, I wanted to go here, that my solar cells are probably a little bit discharged by now. We'll go and have a check, because I'm interested to know just how much these guys are. Really, that is actually fairly scary. That's 748 million RF in the time it took me to fix that, which wasn't significant, but it was sufficient that, you know, let's, oh crap. Yeah, it was sufficient that you don't want to be faffing around. Right, so my other plan, the plan I was thinking of, was to try and get a stable daylight dimension, which we can move all of this into. All of, not that obviously will only work here. Having bred the dragon, and I've now got 2 of the breeds of dragon, I think there's 8, I want more dragon eggs. The only way I can get more dragon eggs is by summoning the dragon in this dimension. And of course the dragon in this dimension is going to absolutely trash everything. So what I thought was we should go with is a just a power generation dimension, a void age, set to well, let's have a look. We should have a void dimension. Oh, I've got to find the dimlets for starters. Liquids, no. Materials, we're not bothered about. We're not bothered about mobs. we should have a feature. Is it a feature void? Time dimlet evening. I don't really want evening. I would prefer daytime. No dimlet buildings, huge orbs, liquid orbs, canyons, caves, pyramids, effects. No rain. Well, no rain's always good. But what I need is, I'm sure I had a void age one. There we go, terrain dimlet void. So we got that and that. Now the only thing we need is a time dimlet, and I would like to get that to be something, you know, other than just normal time. I would like it to be daylight all the time. So there is a way to do this. I think I've even got one on me, have I? Feature liquid. No, have I not got a time absorber? If I haven't, we will have one in a minute. And then we can just keep that running and ticking in the background. As long as we've got those solars in there, it will always generate far more than it will consume. That's the theory anyway. Let's have a look at time absorber. Time absorber. Almost. Right, so we're going to need some more of you. We are going to need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to need that to make a time absorber, and then we need it to be daytime, midday for preference, obviously, because we want to have the most efficient. Where's lost my house? This tree is very confusing. So let's set it to daytime for starters, and then we'll start with this. I'll start with this process of mooing. So back in a mo. All right, I'm just up here building trees. Keep an eye. I've got a clock on my hotbar, so let's. Oh, it needs a redstone signal. Damn it! Come on, quick. I knew there was something I was missing. It's oh god, here we go. I'd say that's midday, so at the right time that you want to absorb. I don't know whether that worked. Does not seem to have worked. Intriguing. Give it a redstone signal. Well, can we try a button? I mean, it's still not absolutely end of the day. Oh. Dimlet noon, 20%. Okay. Alright, it's basically going to wait, and I think it's going to take another 4 days. Now, this bit here, I'm going to bring out a branch this way, which is going to be another Benji nest. Well, not a Benji nest, it's going to be a new nest for our new dragon. But, you know, that is fairly minor stuff as far as this goes. I'm just really passing the time until I got that time dimlet built. So I'll get that done. Be back with you in a mo. Alright, it's the 30%. It's motoring. It really is. However, I've been taking the opportunity to just get on and deal with this nest. Because nests are important, and I'm just trying to think of a name for an aether dragon. I can't use Benji, that's a little bit. I'm going to go with the dog's name again. Bongo! Why not? I can't think of a good reason why, but I can't think of a good reason why not either. Yeah, I I'm not entirely sure whether I have to set the time and then it just happens automatically, or whether you have to give it a redstone signal. So I'm giving it a redstone signal constantly. We've got a new nest in here, and we have a new present. We are going to get you to... I thought you'd... Did you not like your fish? Do I need more fish? Look at those lovely colours though, with these little gold armbands, and here you go. Oh yes. Yeah, you wanted that, didn't you? Num 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 num. There we go. Now you're my friend. And there you go. You should be Pongo. Pongo and Benji. 2 dragons in the Dragon's Eyrie so far. However, we are still waiting for this to do its thing. Obviously, this is going to take a certain amount of time, so I am going to... I'm probably going to AFK this and just let it run through until it's complete. I'll check it goes through this time around, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But I will be back. I just want to get down to power, actually. I just want to see... Oops, no. Huh. Come on. Tell you what. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, that's nearly empty. That is not happening. This is all full. I think we're probably reasonably okay here. And what we shall do is we'll get back up to a nice little... this area here. I wanted to have a look. What you're using? I mean, that's using a fraction of the stuff here. There's very little going on there at all. The other thing I need to do is we have a profusion of earth seeds, and I would like to borrow as many of these reprocessors as possible and get this one going. In fact, do I need nether blah blah blah, solarium, obsidian, and no. I don't think any of these are set to pull out earth seeds. Let's see, how's that going? Yeah, that's sorted that particular problem. Right, well, I needed to let that thing build, so a bit of AFKage, and I shall see you in a little while, although it'll be quite a long while for me, so back in a bit. Alright, so this has been a long journey. That time absorber absorbs 10% every time you press the button, and it's 10% per day. And it doesn't take a constant signal. So I have been doing make work for the last 7 Minecraft days to get to the point where we are 90% complete on this. What have I done? Well, let's have a look. We've expanded all of these branches. These are all now up to Y134. I've started a new island over there. I'm going to do that another episode most likely. And I've been thinking about a few other bits and pieces. Oh, and I've worked in the nether for a considerable length of time, getting the wood and stuff, because my wood reserves were terrible. However, I have something I wish to do down here. Now, somewhere we have this thing here, and if I can bring... no, I'm going to have to do it over this way. So what I would like to do is I want to get a mechanical user down here, and I want to get an auto placer here, and I want to get an exporter onto the auto placer there. I would like to get a vacuum chest there with an importer on it, and I'm going to fail to, oh god, hang on, this is going to be interesting. There you go. Messy, but it will work. And in here we're going to put our cobalt pick. It's got a reasonable amount of durability on it, and it's fast, and we're going to do use item on block, left click, top slot only, and this is going to be here. That's set to that, and then finally I need to grab some draconium ore. Now I've got a lot of draconium ore, and I could make 16,000 just by doubling that. However, what we are going to do, we better take this off, otherwise we're in danger. This actually I think trumps it. So basically this is going to sit there and run until this runs out, and I ran this system once with just one stack and got nearly 8 stacks of draconium. We're going to need a lot of that draconium, and the other thing I wanted to do was also down here, and I would like to make you and teach you all about that. So if I now go in here and say make me draconium, just show me quantity, doesn't really, oh, name, descending, display, craftables only, there we go. How do you tell it to make no, alright, or normal, I don't know why, how you get it to, well, that buggers me up a bit, doesn't it? See, we're getting this, and this obviously going in, that will go down, this will keep going up, and yada yada, and we'll see that that's going up nicely. But I want to get this auto crafting. Now I suppose what I could do is just put another exporter in with draconic dust, and I can just run that. What time are we at? Just keep my eye on that clock, because I've nearly missed it a few times as well. So if I were to place an exporter here and make you export that, hey, we probably are going to need to get some speed upgrades. That's Ender. No, I need, oh yeah, that one. Make me 4 of those, please. Time, let's just head up to the top here to get this thing done, and I will be a very happy bunny. Yeah, I crafted the clock and I completely forgot that that clock was in the top left hand corner there. So that day count is completely inaccurate, by the way. Let me have a look. 100%. That should be therefore done, I believe. Right, let us go and make a time dimlet. What do we need to do that? No. Oh, is it over? I'm trying to remember where I put it. Time. Noon. So we're going to need one of those. Hang on. We're going to need one of those. Let me just 2, a 2, and a 2. Okay, so we need a rarity 2, a 2, and a 2. Rarity, power, hoofer, whatever you are, memory. Time dimlet noon requires a I and one of those. Okay, an I. There. I've got no idea what that is, by the way. That is a time controller dimlet. Well, who knew? Well, you guys, obviously. And this is now set to noon. Now we've got the dimlet creator, and I think I've got some negative effects. I don't know, what have we got? Saturation, jump, health boost, saturation. I don't know whether I kept them or not. Absorption, regen, invis, resistance, flight, dig speed, effect dimlet none. I'm just trying to see if I can find a negative to reduce. Ooh, no gravity. Tempted. Regen, resistance. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds like fun. So we're going to have a void dimension. Is going to have, just bear with me a sec. Sorry about that. That was a fairly regular thing. So we're going to have the no weather. We will have a time noon, and we're going to have no gravity. That sounds like a fun dimension. Let's go with it. I've got no idea what it's going to cost, but who cares? We can always take. Right, so we're going to give this. This is void. I'm going to call this void or us because that's what we want. It's not bad. Maintenance 81 RF per tick. Let's get that up and going. Let's go. Oh, I can't until it's completed, can I? It's filling up. It's going to stay in there anyway. This is going to be one that runs constantly. If it only costs 81 RF per tick, it's going to be very cheap to keep and maintain. Voids are ours. We'll dial once, and I will keep this on the bar because, you know, I'm never going to do a time dimlet again. I know that much. They are painful. And I don't know what the no gravity seems to have zero effect. Or does it? Let me just try something. No, I think we can safely say no gravity is not having any effect. I am therefore going to go back. And you know, I really should get into the habit of checking that as well. 101 RF per tick specified terrain effect. You know, I'm taking this apart. I'm going to take out the no gravity effect because it really has, well, no effect. I don't think I've got any other things I would like to do to it. I'd love to know what this is. I will have to do that at some point. Let's just now call this we'll call this I'm going to call this no satellite. It'll do. And there's a reason for calling it satellite, and you will see that in a moment once it's created. It's actually, oh bloody hell, that's even more expensive. Why did that go down? Oh well, doesn't matter. Let me get you, and we'll get that. We'll also we will also favorite that. We'll go from there to there. We'll dial it. We've got our dialer, and let's go check it out. Whoa, we got a sky box. What time is it though? Is it? Oh, that's horrible. No, that's got to go. I can't live with that. I can't live with that. That's vile. Okay, maybe I need to give it my own skybox then. Then I can control the skybox. Bright night, normal day, large body planet, sun, normal fog, inferno, dark day, body sun, red fog. But we could go with that. Yellow, black, gold, normal clouds, stars, 2. I don't want stars. Normal. Or do I? I don't know what that was on the. I don't know whether to go. Body red sun. Purple fog, why not? That's not it. Let's try those. Okay, void final. The problem is if I call it void final, then it's not. Okay, it still should be relatively inexpensive, and it is relatively inexpensive. So we'll go from there. We'll favourite that, and we'll unfavourite that, and we'll go from there. We'll dial once. We've got our channel porter on it. Let's go in and have a look, see what we got. Red sun, midday, purple fog. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's bloody perfect. Right, well that is that. Let us head back. So we need to create, this is a dimension builder. I think, is there I'm presuming the only place to charge one of these is a dimension builder. There's no block just to keep it in and keep it charged, is there? And that's relatively inexpensive. Let's go and get another one of those. Well, I see it says it's relatively inexpensive. It's, oh man, where am I? Where's my storage? There we go. No. Yes. Make one of those. Now the other one we want is the is it crystal? What's it called? Dimensional shards. 2. I think we need a couple. This doesn't take too long. I'll run that through and I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, we've got that. I think that should be, if I... Oh, that's only 50% infused. Alright. Okay, 25 per stack then, is it? Gimme. And you go back in there, have another one. While I'm at it, I did forget the well, that seems to be going pretty quickly. That's full. How are you doing, Mr. Pickaxe? Yeah, not bad. And yeah, the bonus is that pick is leveling as well. Alright, this is just going to be the last one, and we should be good, I think, next episode to start moving over our nether base, the stuff that's inside the ring. I'm not too worried about the enderman spawner for 2 reasons. One is I actually don't desperately need it anymore after all of that, and 2, I think it is far enough away. Yeah, there we go. That that we don't need to worry about it. Right, I need to get to the Jeff Goldblum teleportation labs, and we are going to place you in here. You should start getting juice. You are, you lucky thing. You are going to come over here, and you are going to go in there, and that is going to be our first permanent and always online dimension. And on that note, I think we are going to call it an episode. It has been a ride, this one. It is, for me, for definite. What with multiple days of just coming and waiting to midday to press a button. But next episode we'll probably start that. I may also... oh, hang on. Let me just sort that out. I may also start work on that. But for the time being, thank you very much for watching, guys, as per usual. And I'll see you soon. And bye for now.